All right, start, Eric.
Hello and welcome. My name's Eric, and joining me today I have
Travis.
And Tucker. We are in a special location. Right now we are actually in a place that is near and dear now to all of our hearts, I think, because this is kind of utopian. We're in Jaco Beach, or Jaco Bay Resort in Jaco Beach, Costa Rica, at the home of ParaCosta.
ParaCosta.
ParaCosta!
Yeah.
So super awesome to be here. We've been here for 5 days. We are thoroughly sunburned, windburned. I would say burned out on flight, but that would be complete bollocks because it's been incredible.
A little tired, but not burned out.
No. Travis has survived ATV tours.
Barely.
He has
I have some scars.
some scars to prove it.
Yeah.
Tucker has officially not died, which is a good thing. We've given all the new firsts you've done, and yeah, we've had a heck of a time. But Tucker, why are we here?
To have fun, man.
Why are we here? So, actually we're here because Eric, like a month ago, said, hey, you want to go to Costa Rica in February? We actually have a week where we could probably get away with it.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about doing this for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
And it finally happened, and we squeezed in barely at the end of a class. And then Tucker was down for Wings Over Winter, and we said, Tucker, you want to go? And Tucker's like,
no.
Yeah.
Freaking free flying and motoring and playing, but I guess it's worth mentioning first and foremost where we are and why. So we say we're Jaco Beach, we say we're at ParaCosta. ParaCosta is one of our Alliance affiliates. So basically they take students that would like to train with us in Florida, and they come down here to Costa Rica, they stay in this beautiful penthouse loft, and they have a chef and they have great instructors, including one of our instructors from Aviator that comes down, and basically they create the similar experience that we have at Aviator here in Costa Rica. So people come down here to learn to fly, and we wanted to share that experience with Tucker so he could share it with his fans, and we could share it with Travis because he's never been to Costa Rica, and he kind of let me lead him into this, like, dude, we have to have a school down there, it's incredible. And so we've done a heck of a lot of flying.
Yeah, and let's admit, we also did come down and have fun.
Yeah, well, we needed it. I mean,
yeah.
We like to tell people, like, when you have your own business, you get to choose whatever 90 hours a week you want to work. It's actually completely true.
Yeah.
We can't all van life, man. We're kind of jealous of the Tuckmeister there. But I guess instead of just waxing poetic forever, let's take a few minutes to relive some of our favorite moments here this week. And I'm going to let Travis kick it off. What was your favorite part of the week so far?
Well, I've never free flown before, and Eric's been begging me to do it forever.
For like 4 years. Like, dude, come thermaling, come flying.
These guys were really good with the peer pressure. I'm going to admit I was a little nervous. It's kind of a big cliff.
It is. It's like 120 meters. It's like, it's way down there.
Yeah, and you've got some beach and buildings and power lines if you have to bail. But I'd say, yeah, my first free flight, which was pretty amazing. I would say between that and the ATV tour, which we'll leave out of the video, really. I don't think we should tell anybody. But if you come down to Costa, ask Gigi about the ATV tour.
and just ask for the one that has brakes. That's usually the first call is do not go up and down the mountain in the middle of the night on the one that doesn't have brakes. That's the bad decision, right?
That was a bad decision. It's actually up the mountain on the two-wheel drive is also a bad decision. That's how I got hurt.
But the two-wheel drive has brakes.
It has brakes. So
just
go up on the four-wheel drive, go down on the two-wheel drive with brakes, and you'll be good.
That's the prime.
My best advice from this week.
Well, I mean, having new beginnings at ParaCosta is kind of everything here. They're all about creating these experiences that are life-changing. And Gigi likes to say that, you know, Costa Rica is one of the happiest places on earth, and they live this lifestyle of pura vida, or pure life, which is completely different from anywhere else in the world I've ever been. It's totally different. And I think that Travis got to taste some of that last night about 11:30 on a pitch dark night with no headlights, no tail lights, riding through downtown Haka Beach.
Hey, you know, there was a restaurant on top of the mountain. We did not believe Gigi.
Oh my gosh.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
we like completely didn't believe him, and we followed him blindly through a
river.
To get
Mountain
there,
switchbacks. And there was a restaurant on top.
but My hair is full of dirt.
Oh, your hair.
That was the
Dude,
truck.
uncovered.
That was sick.
Oh my god. I thought you were so fully about a restaurant up here. Normally? Awesome. Don't record me talking about looking for the hole.
Can't cough. $5.
You can't keep adding stuff to this.
$5.
You said $5.
You need to put more. You can't cough. Huh?
No mas. It's full.
Downer.
You said $5.
$5, no coffee.
You did not say no coffee before
did.
I agreed to the $5.
You have to swallow it, obviously.
You just said $5.
It's warmer than I.
It sneaks up on you.
It's delicious. Easiest $5.
Can you be in the bathroom with him tomorrow morning when this is coming out?
Spicy.
Yeah, this is good for.
Am I allowed to cry?
This is good for.
High five. $5.
I'm proud of you.
It was good food.
Good food. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's definitely a highlight. Well, Tucker, what's been your favorite moment so far?
I think I have three.
Like, dude, no.
I do
I'm
that?
just kidding.
Is that-
No,
is
you're
that
allowed. All three. Go ahead.
Just like Travis said, my first free flight was the first one. Like he said, it's intimidating. Like you get up there, the wind's strong, there's trees everywhere below the cliff, and people watching. The first time doing a free flight,
Yeah.
it's a bit intimidating.
A lot of people watching too. And really good pilots. You're
Yeah.
like, okay,
Nice.
I'm a gringo, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna go send it.
I do
Don't
that
mind
Paramotor
me.
thing. I've done this before. But it was awesome. Like once you get up in the air, it's just intuitive as flying a paramotor. Once you're scraping for lift, it gets a lot more challenging. But yeah, that was a ton of fun. Top landing, that was something. That was
It's intense.
a big challenge.
Yeah, a lot harder than it looks, right?
Completely different. Yeah,
Yep.
you got this little postage stamp. You don't have a motor to bail out, so I'm trying to be like conservative, and it worked out well. But it was definitely a challenge.
I'm going to give Tucker some props because I'm watching him top land, and I came to Eric and I said, I'm so jealous of this kid's natural ability because he's up there looking like a superstar. I mean, it was strong though, dude. It was strong, and you were flying an octane there at the end in some really strong conditions and taking some tip collapses, and you guys will see that. But you did awesome. It was
It's
really
one of the
good.
things that I've said a lot about Tucker to our other students. So for those of you guys who don't know his whole story, obviously Tucker now superstar, YouTube aficionado. But if you go back in time 4.5 years ago, he was just some kid fresh out of high school that wanted to come learn to fly paramotor. So he came to Aviator, we had a great time. And I tell the story of standing there with his mom 15 minutes after he got there. And he'd already had a little experience kiting at Oshkosh a month before, but he was perfectly reverse kiting, like insanely well, like which would take me about 5 days to get to, he was doing in 15 minutes. So he's always been the golden boy in that way, and he totally proved it again this week, getting out of his comfort zone and just really doing an awesome job. So top landing was kick butt. That's two. Is that two or is that one?
That was
That
one.
was all one. Free
That was all
That was
one.
one,
So
dude.
free flying.
We got
What's
two more
number
to
two?
go.
Number two, well, in sequential order, I guess, was my first tandem with Eric.
Oh yeah, we tandem.
I haven't flown as a passenger in freaking 5.5, 6 years.
That was a lot of fun. Like,
I trusted you.
yeah, man. Yeah, that was a ton of fun. Like a little more challenge too, something completely different. Once we got up, it was pretty much all the same, just less visibility. But
He's basically saying I have a big head.
well, you know,
I am 6'4", dude. You're like short, all right? I can't help it. With
And
my
you-
broad
Awesome,
shoulders.
And you had to deal with Eric dancing in the tandem seat.
right?
It's all right though. It was not as bad as the weight shift you and I did. So for those
That
of you
was
guys
ridiculous.
who don't know, we did a little tandem certification course. These guys wanted to get their tandem ratings. Even though Travis and I don't really fly tandem a whole lot, we wanted to make things official, so they got signed off to have their FAA waiver. And to do that, I had to give some ground school and then do some practical testing with both of them, and we had a really good time. I think you'll see some of that in Tucker's videos as well. So
Yeah.
That was fun.
I trusted them, and they didn't kill me.
Yay.
Always a good end.
No matter what.
I tried.
Third one.
I love how we're trying to have this super professional video, and Travis is like, I'm gonna get him.
Well, it's been a week. I mean, Gigi tried to kill me. Or, you
It's
know.
true, dude, man. Oh man, yeah, Gigi's super adventurous.
Yeah, to say the least. Yeah.
Number 3 was, well, R2 motor flights.
This better be a good clap.
This whole environment around here, you've got mountains, you've got like rivers, beautiful forests, and
Beach.
then you've got this beach out here. And the awesome thing is the community of people around here,
Oh, dude.
they just love it. Like you fly past them, everyone's waving, they're just having a good time. We were cruising on the beach, people are taking pictures, having a good time. That was like some of the best flying I've done in a while. Just so much fun.
It's totally different, I think, too, because in the States, we have, I mean, you guys, if you guys have ever met us at our shop, we'll always tell you, like, flying the beach, it's okay. Dude, I don't like flying the beach.
This is different.
This is different. You're
Yeah.
flying through different ecosystems. Literally,
Yeah.
you're cruising on a beach, and then this river comes out from this estuary. There's crocodiles. Everyone you fly over, there's not one angry gesture, not one person
No,
waving you up. Everyone
no.
has a grin ear to ear. They're so
You're
excited
going
to
around
see
these
someone.
mountain peninsulas, and then we
Oh
had that
my
area where
gosh.
it was just, it went from sand to this amazing like rocky landscape. It looked like a lunar landscape for,
It was like
for
lines
like 2
of rocks,
miles.
too. It's trippy.
It was really cool.
Yeah, and I completely agree. Seeing that is just incredible. It really is. And this is my 4th trip to Costa Rica in less than 2 years, and it keeps getting better every time I come. It's like, holy crap! It's just
But you guys were talking about the free flight and the sounds of the rainforest.
Yeah.
Um,
The macaws.
flying with the macaws. Dude, there was like a dozen of them
They were
last
just
night.
like-
You see them?
I saw 3 again.
Oh my gosh! There's
Brilliant,
all of
like,
these
rainbow.
red ones and blue ones. I was like,
Insane.
it's so cool. Yeah. So that's all 3. You're done.
That's all 3.
So I guess you took my 3.
Same
No, I'm just
3?
kidding. No, I think my favorite moment, there's been 2. One is getting to come here as a group and being able to hang out with Travis, who's one of my best friends and business partners, and Tucker, who's just become like a brother over the years, and being able to share new experiences. I love that because I think that's a big part of what draws us to kind of this Aviator family we've created. The push-up challenge. I have to do more now, dang it.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that, but
it's fun
with it.
Down here is the freaking food. This is $30 for the food for 6 people. It's amazing.
So we're debating which of us will be the first ones to foot drag this bridge. This is why. What do you think?
Not just the bridge. I want to foot drag one of those monsters.
But underneath. Just one trip underneath this bridge. Here we go. Being able to get out there and experience new things and push myself to become a better pilot and do it with you guys has been awesome. These cross-country flights, I remember flying on the way back from Atreus, the freaking fire. We're flying around this these fields that were on fire, just small little fire, and then we dove down this one mountain and just rolling and diving between the trees.
That was one of the highlights
Gosh,
of the entire trip.
It's so hard to describe how it smells and how it tastes. When I was 19, I rode a motorcycle to Alaska, and I tried to describe to people like paramotoring is to airplanes what motorcycles are to cars. Like you're riding or flying, and you can feel the difference in the moisture in the air, and you can smell the fire or the food cooking. We're flying down the coastline in at Carrera, and you've got literally people cooking on the side of the road. You could smell the food coming.
Oh yeah, man, that was so good too.
Oh my gosh,
street food,
just incredible.
Wow.
Hearing the sounds of the rainforest. That's number one. Yeah, the music.
Yeah.
Yep, you can hear the music. Number one is all those new experiences with you guys. And number two, and this is just because I'm secretly a giant fat kid, dude, the food. We've eaten like 4 or 5 meals a day since we've been here, and I could probably eat 7 or 8. It's such good food. I love the culture down here. I love how gracious everyone is and how good the food is. So, yeah, I think the fact that Gigi didn't kill Travis on the ATV tour had to be number 2.
We've got one more night.
But
anybody gonna go tonight? Come on, do it, Tucker.
I think that as a final thought, just because I don't want this video to go too long, I hope that everyone gets an opportunity like this someday. If you're looking to learn to fly, to come to a place like this and get to train with people who love aviation so much, like Gigi and Esteban just adore flying. They adore sharing this flight. And oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm sorry, I have to add one more. My number 3-ish, whatever it would be, is meeting like the 15 paramotor pilots that came out to the beach. Yeah,
that was
These
awesome.
guys came from all over the country to fly paramotors with us.
We had wings over winter, Costa Rica.
Yeah, dude.
Last Saturday.
And one of the things that I envy, honestly, is like in the U.S., the paramotor community's gotten big, and it's gotten big so quickly that there's a lot of rivalry and a lot of kind of infighting, and it was so neat to see people flying all different equipment and
helping each other out.
Yeah, no one had anything negative to say about anyone else. Everyone was so thrilled to be together just to share the air, and that was a super big highlight too. So thank you all, the community of that I've been through motor pilots are amazing. It's awesome. But yeah, I hope everyone gets this opportunity. What would you say?
I thought what was neat too, we've gotten a lot of feedback from Gigi students, and a lot of it's been via email or phone, and we were lucky enough that when we got here, he still had a student from his last class here. Neil, who was just awesome, and he was so stoked about his ParaCosta experience. We got a chance to interview him, which you guys will see, but it was really neat to spend time with him and get some real-time face-to-face feedback with somebody who had just been through the ParaCosta school.
He's rocking it.
Dude, one of the coolest things too, you weren't there for it, but he actually got to take his first free flight. I forget he had 20 some odd motor flights. And Tucker and I got to share the air with him, and that dude was so stoked. It was like next level. He landed, he's like, "You're one of us now." It was so cool. Oh, Tucker, final thoughts?
It was just an awesome time. The culture, the vibes here, the flying environment, just everything really unforgettable experience.
True that, man. I want to come back and fly across the whole island. Not an island, but the whole country. I want to fly like corner to corner, crisscross the whole thing.
I mean, Eric and I have a trouble sometimes inspiring people to come down to ParaCosta, and a lot of it is like, oh, I have to leave the country. And having been here and seen what happens here this week and the opportunities available and how much fun and how beautiful this island is and how well Gigi does with his program and Esteban and everybody else.
It's beautiful.
I'd be like wanting to come here instead. Aviator right there. If I was starting over, you know, it's he does a fantastic job. He models everything that we do at Aviator, and you get to do it in this beautiful tropical. I'll call it an island because Gigi likes it when people call it an island.
It's definitely special.
Yeah, it's really special.
Is. And I mean, the thing is, the whole desire of the Alliance program that we've built is to try to inspire schools to do a better job, to really educate the best level they can, to create great pilots, to really motivate and better the whole paramotor pilot community, I guess. And I think that Gigi's doing an awesome job here, and he's got some great assets that we don't even have with the mountains and everything else, and doing all the tandem flights, street flight motoring, and
all day
towing and everything else, on the kiting on the beach, kiting inland. It's really a full experience, and I hope that being able to see more of that experience now with Tucker's videos and ours, that people are inspired to come down here and experience this, because I want to see Gigi grow it and do more classes and really. You know, I want to give back to him because he's blessed us a lot this week. We're super thankful. So,
thank you, Gigi.
Thank you, Gigi. You rock. That's it. Shall we call it?
Let's do it.
Enjoy the rest of the video, guys.
Thank
See
you.
you soon.
If I told you this was only gonna hurt, if I warned you that the fire's gonna burn, would you walk in? Would you let me do it first? Do it all in the name of love. Would you let me lead you even when you're blind? In the darkness, in the middle of the night, in the silence, when there's no one by your side, would you call in the name of love? In the name of love, name of love, in the name of love, name of love, in the name of If I told you we could bathe in all the lights, would you rise up, come and meet me in the sky? Would you trust me when you're jumping from the heights? Would you fall in the name of love? When there's madness, when there's poison in your head, when the sadness leaves you broken in your bed, I will hold you in the depths of your despair. But it's all in the name of love. In the name of love, name of love.
Ready? Launching.
I wanna testify, screaming the
Last flight in Costa Rica. Just flew freaking slalom gliders down that mountain with this homeboy. So rad, dude. Like the fastest freaking sled run of my life. Like I've flown speed wings that have more lift than that, I think. Trimmed out, it's just like, boo! Super fun. Good idea. Si, senor. Si, si, si! like flying home, baby. That was so fun. That little freaking stick though.
You almost freaking chopped yourself.
Worst enema ever. All right, well, round 2. Just landed at the freaking hotel, chilling, and just got to swoop crazy mad mountains.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Would do again?
Sick flight.
Sick flight. Got to see one of the sickest sunsets I've ever seen in my life. And now we're literally walking back to our condo because ParaCosta. I love it. Sí. Mucho gusto.